Have you ever wondered if the habits you've carried with you throughout life could be slowly sabotaging your health as you age? As we grow older, it's easy to hold onto old behaviors, believing they're harmless. But some of these habits, even the ones we think are normal, can be more harmful than we realize. In this video, we'll uncover the top 7 things you might be doing right now that could be silently affecting your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. From blindly trusting others to neglecting your emotional health, these common mistakes can have serious consequences as we age. You'll learn how simple changes can help protect your health, enhance your relationships, and give you a greater sense of independence. Stick around to the end, because we'll dive deep into how these habits impact not just your body, but also your mind, and most importantly, your quality of life. By making these small adjustments, you can age with dignity, balance, and a renewed sense of vitality. Don't miss out on discovering the powerful steps you can take to live a healthier, happier life in your later years. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. The first thing that many people in old age continue doing, which can be extremely harmful, is trusting everyone blindly. One of the most heartbreaking yet common mistakes many people make in old age is continuing to trust everyone blindly. While it might feel natural, even virtuous, to place faith in others, especially after years of shared experiences and relationships, this habit can carry devastating consequences if approached without caution. The truth is that life's lessons teach us wisdom, but they can also lull us into a false sense of security, an illusion that those around us will always act with honesty and respect simply because of our age or vulnerability. We often assume that age commands an unspoken reverence or guarantees sincerity from others. Yet, reality can be harsh and unkind. Some see kindness and trust as opportunities, not for mutual growth, but for exploitation. This can include strangers, acquaintances, and, heartbreakingly, even family members. People we believe would protect us but who may instead use our goodwill for selfish purposes. How many elderly individuals have found themselves emotionally drained, financially ruined, or physically endangered simply because they extended their trust too freely? The effects of misplaced trust are profound and can leave scars far deeper than visible wounds. Financial ruin can come from something as simple as trusting an unqualified advisor or hastily signing legal documents without understanding the fine print. Emotional harm cuts even deeper. Feeling used, betrayed, or neglected by someone you cared for can shake your very foundation. During moments of illness or frailty, entrusting your care to someone indifferent or manipulative can lead to consequences that are irreversible. Trust, while a beautiful virtue, becomes a dangerous liability when given indiscriminately. It is not about abandoning trust altogether, but about refining it with prudence and discernment. True trust should be earned, not handed out freely, especially during the later years when your peace of mind and security are more fragile than ever. Learning to observe actions rather than words, to question intentions rather than accept them at face value, is not an act of bitterness but one of self-preservation. Surround yourself with those whose love and respect are evident in their actions, not just their promises. Seek reliable guidance and never hesitate to set firm boundaries. You have lived too long, experienced too much, and overcome too many battles to allow careless trust to undo all that you've built. At this stage of life, protecting yourself, your well-being, your finances, your emotional health, is not selfish. It is necessary. Think of it as creating a haven where you can enjoy the fruits of your hard work and wisdom without fear of betrayal. Yes, trust is precious, but so are you. Let your trust be a gift carefully given, not a vulnerability easily exploited. Your safety, dignity, and peace of mind are worth guarding fiercely, and there is no shame in that. The second thing that can seriously harm those in old age is neglecting their emotional health while trying to please or take care of others. Throughout life, many of us adopt an almost ingrained sense of responsibility for others, whether it's for our children, spouses, or even friends. Over time, this selfless behavior becomes second nature, and without even realizing it, we begin to lose touch with our own needs and desires. While caring for loved ones is a beautiful act of love, doing so at the expense of your well-being is like watering a garden with an empty can. It leaves you emotionally drained, unable to thrive, and ultimately robs you of the vibrant, fulfilling life you deserve in old age. A time meant to savor the serenity and joy you've worked so hard to achieve. Neglecting emotional health doesn't just lead to a sense of emptiness. It opens the door to sadness, loneliness, and even depression. The weight of one-sided relationships, where you are constantly giving but rarely receiving, creates an emotional chasm that feels impossible to bridge. For instance, how often do grandparents sacrifice their health, time, and even happiness to accommodate their grandchildren, expecting nothing in return? Or how many seniors still bear the emotional weight of adult children's challenges, while their own needs are swept under the rug? These dynamics, though rooted in love, can turn sour, breeding unspoken resentment and slowly unraveling the connections they were meant to strengthen. Old age should not be about shouldering the burdens of the world. It should be a time of rediscovery and self-celebration. To protect your heart and mind, it's essential to embrace emotional self-care. Learn to say no when your limits are reached. Establish boundaries that allow you to breathe and reclaim moments of rest and joy without guilt. These aren't acts of selfishness. They're acts of courage, self-love, and wisdom. By choosing to prioritize your emotional health, you're not only giving yourself the gift of balance but also teaching those around you a powerful lesson: that aging with dignity requires nurturing your soul as much as your body. In my opinion, there's something deeply inspiring about watching someone in their golden years unapologetically take charge of their happiness. It reminds us all that it's never too late to rewrite the narrative and find peace. When you prioritize yourself, you create space for deeper, more meaningful relationships. Not ones built on obligation but on genuine connection. So, step away from the cycle of overgiving. Embrace yourself fully, and show the world what it truly means to age gracefully, with a heart that's as full as your life deserves to be. The third thing that can be a major obstacle in old age is maintaining the habit of an unregulated diet without considering the changes the body undergoes with the passing years. In our younger years, the resilience of youth, fast metabolism, and higher activity levels often mask the damage caused by poor dietary habits. We might have indulged in rich desserts, salty snacks, or fast food without much thought. But as we age, the story changes. Our bodies begin to demand a different kind of nourishment, a gentler, more deliberate approach to food that honors the wisdom of our years. Neglecting this shift can lead to serious consequences: the aggravation of chronic illnesses, debilitating fatigue, and a stark decline in overall quality of life. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. An unbalanced diet, laden with ultra-processed foods, excessive sugar, unhealthy fats, and low nutritional value, doesn't just harm the body, it affects the soul. It dims the spark that makes life joyful. Scientific research has consistently shown that poor nutrition contributes to cognitive decline, leaving the mind foggy and forgetful. It increases the risk of anxiety and depression, and it compromises the immune system at a stage of life when we can least afford such vulnerabilities. Even seemingly small oversights, too much salt, too little fiber, can have significant repercussions, like hypertension or chronic digestive discomfort, turning everyday living into a struggle. Yet, while the problem may seem daunting, the solution is within our reach. Transforming our diet can become an act of self-love, a way to nurture and honor the body that has carried us through so many years of experiences, challenges, and triumphs. It starts with small but meaningful changes. Replace processed snacks with vibrant fruits or crisp vegetables. Swap sugary beverages for refreshing water or herbal teas. Incorporate nourishing whole grains, lean proteins, and heart-healthy fats into your meals. The act of eating can shift from a mundane necessity to a mindful ritual that celebrates life. Of course, making these changes isn't always easy. The habits of a lifetime can be hard to break, and the temptation to return to old comforts may linger. But think of the reward: a body that feels lighter and more energized, a mind that remains sharp and curious, and a heart that beats with the vigor of youth. Seek the guidance of a nutritionist or a trusted health professional to tailor your diet to your unique needs. This effort, however small, is a gift to yourself, a commitment to aging with grace, strength, and vitality. Embracing a healthier diet is not merely about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. It's a promise to yourself that the latter chapters of your story will be vibrant, fulfilling, and filled with moments of joy. So, let every meal be a step toward a brighter, healthier tomorrow, because you deserve nothing less. The fourth thing that can seriously compromise your health in old age is maintaining the habit of regularly consuming alcoholic beverages. It may seem harmless, even comforting, especially when we hear claims that a glass of wine can be good for the heart. However, as we age, our bodies become far less capable of handling alcohol, and the risks far outweigh any perceived benefits. This is a hard truth that many people either overlook or choose to ignore, often to their detriment. As we grow older, one of the most noticeable changes in our bodies is the declining efficiency of our liver. The liver, which is responsible for breaking down and metabolizing alcohol, simply doesn't work as well as it did in our younger years. This means alcohol remains in the bloodstream longer, giving it more time to exert its harmful effects on the body. A drink or two that felt inconsequential in your 30s can now have a much more pronounced impact on your health in your 60s or 70s. It's not just a matter of feeling tipsy more quickly. It's about how alcohol contributes to long-term damage. Alcohol consumption can exacerbate chronic health issues that are already common in older adults, such as hypertension, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. For someone living with high blood pressure, even moderate drinking can cause dangerous spikes that increase the risk of heart attacks or strokes. Similarly, for individuals with diabetes, alcohol can destabilize blood sugar levels, making it much harder to manage the condition. These complications can lead to a cascade of other health problems, turning what once seemed like a simple pleasure into a serious risk to your overall well-being. But the physical toll of alcohol doesn't end there. One of the lesser-known effects of regular drinking is its interference with the absorption of critical nutrients. Alcohol inhibits your body's ability to absorb B vitamins, calcium, and magnesium, nutrients that are essential for maintaining strong bones, healthy muscles, and proper neurological function. The result? Increased risks of osteoporosis, frailty, and even cognitive decline. Imagine the heartbreak of breaking a bone from a simple fall or struggling with daily tasks due to weakened muscles, all because of a habit that could have been controlled. Alcohol's impact on your life isn't just physical. It can deeply affect your emotional and social well-being as well. Many people find that alcohol disrupts their sleep, leaving them feeling tired and irritable during the day. Sleep is essential for the body to repair itself, and poor sleep can accelerate the aging process, weaken the immune system, and exacerbate feelings of anxiety and depression. Over time, this can create a cycle of dependency, where alcohol is used as a temporary escape from stress, only to worsen the underlying issues. Moreover, alcohol consumption can strain relationships with loved ones. Family and friends may grow concerned about your drinking habits, especially if it becomes a noticeable problem. This can lead to arguments, feelings of guilt, or even social isolation. The idea of having a drink to unwind might initially seem like a way to connect with others, but it can eventually create emotional barriers, leaving you feeling more alone than ever. However, this doesn't mean you have to resign yourself to a joyless life without alternatives. Breaking free from the habit of regular drinking can be a transformative journey, one that not only improves your health but also enhances your quality of life. Instead of reaching for a glass of wine or beer, consider exploring other beverages that are both healthy and satisfying. A warm cup of chamomile tea can soothe your nerves and promote restful sleep, while a refreshing glass of lemon-infused water or a nutrient-packed smoothie can invigorate your body and mind. These small but meaningful changes can remind you that taking care of yourself is an act of self-love. If you find it difficult to let go of alcohol, know that seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. Friends, family, or support groups can provide encouragement and accountability, helping you navigate this transition with compassion and understanding. Professional guidance, such as counseling or therapy, can also be incredibly valuable, offering tools and strategies to break the cycle and build healthier habits. Ultimately, prioritizing your health and well-being means letting go of habits that no longer serve you and embracing choices that align with your goals for a vibrant, fulfilling life. Aging is not about giving up. It's about gaining wisdom and making decisions that reflect your self-worth. By choosing to reduce or eliminate alcohol from your life, you are taking a powerful step toward honoring your body, preserving your independence, and creating a future filled with energy, joy, and connection. Let this be a reminder that it's never too late to make positive changes. Your best years can still be ahead of you if you choose to care for yourself in the way you truly deserve. The fifth thing that can be extremely harmful in old age is maintaining a sedentary lifestyle. Many underestimate the true dangers of inactivity, seeing it as a harmless comfort or an inevitable consequence of aging. But the truth is far more alarming. A sedentary lifestyle is one of the most insidious contributors to the decline in health and happiness during our later years. It's a thief that doesn't steal all at once, but rather chips away at us little by little, until one day, we wake up to realize how much we've lost. Our bodies, intricately designed by nature, are meant to move. Muscles thrive on use, joints crave motion to stay lubricated and functional, and our cardiovascular system depends on activity to pump life-giving blood to every corner of our being. This need for movement doesn't diminish with age. In fact, it becomes even more critical as the years pass. Yet, so many fall into the trap of inactivity, whether out of fear of injury, lack of motivation, or sheer habit. The results are devastating. Without regular movement, muscles weaken, joints stiffen, and posture deteriorates, making even simple tasks like standing up or walking feel like monumental challenges. Blood circulation slows, depriving the brain and other organs of the oxygen they need to function optimally, which in turn affects memory, focus, and mood. Sedentary behavior isn't just a physical issue, it's a gateway to a host of chronic conditions. Heart disease, often dubbed the silent killer, finds fertile ground in inactive bodies. Diabetes, obesity, and even certain cancers are closely linked to a lack of movement. Worse still, prolonged inactivity increases the risk of falls, one of the leading causes of disability and loss of independence in older adults. Falls often lead to a spiral of hospitalization, further inactivity, and emotional distress, making it even harder to break free from the sedentary cycle. And the damage isn't limited to the body. Physical inactivity often goes hand in hand with social isolation. When we stop moving, we stop participating. We decline invitations to meet friends, avoid going outdoors, and retreat into the confines of our homes. Over time, this withdrawal from the world can lead to a crushing sense of loneliness. Isolation is more than just feeling alone. It's a state that profoundly affects mental health, leading to depression, anxiety, and a loss of purpose. It's heartbreaking to see vibrant, capable individuals lose their spark, not because of age itself, but because of a lifestyle that dims the light inside them. But here's the powerful, hopeful truth. It doesn't have to be this way. Even the smallest changes can create ripples of transformation. Imagine taking a walk in the crisp morning air, your feet crunching leaves beneath you, your lungs filling with fresh oxygen. Or picture joining a gentle yoga class where every stretch feels like a renewal, a gift to your body. Dancing to your favorite tune, even in the privacy of your living room, can remind you of the joy of movement, of rhythm, of being alive. These aren't just exercises. They're acts of rebellion against stagnation, declarations that you still have much to offer, to yourself and the world. For those wary of overexertion, there are countless options tailored specifically for seniors. Professional trainers and therapists offer programs that build strength and improve balance without pushing the body beyond its limits. Activities like swimming, chair exercises, or even Tai Chi are low impact yet profoundly effective. These exercises don't just strengthen the body, they restore confidence. They remind you that your body, no matter its age, is resilient and capable of adaptation. And the benefits extend beyond the physical. Group activities bring people together, creating a sense of community and belonging. Laughter, shared experiences, and the simple act of showing up can do wonders for emotional health. Movement becomes a bridge to connection, a way to combat the loneliness that so often accompanies aging. Think of physical activity not as a chore but as a lifeline, a way to reclaim your autonomy, to prove to yourself that you're not defined by limitations but by possibilities. Each step, each stretch, each heartbeat quickened by movement is a testament to your resilience, a reminder that life is still vibrant and full of potential. The choice is yours, to stay rooted in stagnation or to rise, even if just a little, toward a future filled with more energy, more joy, and more freedom. You deserve the chance to live fully, to savor the moments you've worked so hard to reach, and to move through this world with strength and purpose. Let this be the beginning of your journey back to vitality. One step, one movement, one breath at a time. The sixth thing that can seriously harm life in old age is maintaining the habit of poor sleep or neglecting sleep quality. Sleep, often overlooked as a basic necessity, is far more than a passive state. It's a cornerstone of health, wellness, and vitality that becomes increasingly critical as we age. Yet, many older adults unknowingly allow poor sleep habits or untreated sleep disorders to disrupt this vital function, leading to devastating consequences for both body and mind. Sleep is a time of renewal and repair, a precious period when the body works diligently to restore itself. During deep sleep, cells regenerate, the immune system strengthens, and the brain consolidates memories and clears toxins that accumulate during the day. However, many people underestimate the significance of this process. They might stay up too late watching television, scrolling through their phones, or drinking caffeine-laden beverages well into the evening, disrupting their natural sleep rhythms. Over time, such habits evolve into a chronic pattern of sleep deprivation, leaving the body unable to fully recover night after night. Compounding the issue are the natural changes in sleep patterns that occur with age. Older adults often experience lighter, more fragmented sleep, making it harder to achieve the restorative deep sleep stages essential for physical and cognitive health. Conditions like insomnia, restless leg syndrome, and sleep apnea are also more prevalent in older adults, further reducing the quality of their rest. What's heartbreaking is that these issues are often dismissed as normal parts of aging when, in reality, they can and should be addressed. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The consequences of poor sleep extend far beyond feeling tired the next day. Sleep deprivation is a silent saboteur, increasing the risk of numerous chronic conditions. It exacerbates hypertension, weakens the immune system, and is a significant contributor to diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. Perhaps most concerning is its impact on the brain. Chronic sleep deprivation has been directly linked to cognitive decline, memory loss, and an increased risk of dementia, including Alzheimer's disease. Imagine the heartbreak of forgetting the faces of loved ones or struggling to recall cherished memories, all because of years of poor quality sleep. But the damage doesn't stop there. Sleep deprivation also takes a toll on emotional well-being. Poor sleep is a breeding ground for irritability, anxiety, and depression, making it harder to enjoy life's simple pleasures or maintain meaningful relationships. Over time, the lack of energy and motivation spirals into a dangerous cycle. Insufficient sleep leads to less physical activity, which further disrupts sleep, creating a vicious loop that accelerates aging and diminishes the quality of life. So, what can be done to break free from this cycle and reclaim the vitality that good sleep offers? The journey begins with recognizing the value of sleep and treating it as a sacred priority. Developing a consistent bedtime routine can help train the body's internal clock to know when it's time to wind down. Avoiding stimulating activities and substances, such as screen time, caffeine, and heavy meals, in the hours leading up to bedtime is essential. Instead, engage in calming rituals like reading, meditating, or taking a warm bath to signal to your body that it's time to relax. Creating an optimal sleep environment is another crucial step. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary, free from distractions and designed for comfort. Invest in a high-quality mattress and pillows that support your body, use blackout curtains to block out unwanted light, and consider white noise machines or earplugs if outside noise is an issue. The goal is to create a space where sleep feels inviting and restorative. For those who continue to struggle despite making these changes, seeking professional help is vital. Sleep disorders like apnea or chronic insomnia often require medical intervention, and there's no shame in reaching out for support. Alternative therapies, such as acupuncture, aromatherapy, or relaxation techniques like yoga and deep breathing exercises, can also help calm the mind and prepare the body for a restful night. Imagine the transformative power of a good night's sleep, waking up refreshed, energetic, and ready to face the day with a clear mind and a joyful heart. This isn't just a dream, it's a reality that is within reach with the right habits and support. Sleep is not a luxury or an afterthought. It's a lifeline that sustains us, allowing us to fully engage with life's opportunities and challenges. As you age, understand that prioritizing your sleep is one of the most loving and empowering decisions you can make for yourself. It's a commitment to your health, happiness, and longevity. Sleep isn't just a bridge from one day to the next. It's the foundation upon which your physical and emotional well-being rests. Treat it as a gift, and you'll unlock a life of greater vitality, resilience, and peace in your golden years. The seventh thing that can be delicate and even harmful in old age is the habit of excessive or uncontrolled masturbation. While masturbation is a natural part of life and can be healthy when done in moderation, it is vital to approach this aspect of self-care with awareness and sensitivity, particularly in the later stages of life. What may have once been a harmless way to explore or express one's sexuality in youth or middle age can take on different dimensions as the body, emotions, and relationships evolve with age. Physically, our bodies undergo significant changes as we grow older. The skin becomes more delicate, and natural lubrication decreases, making it more prone to irritation. Circulatory changes, including decreased blood flow, can result in slower healing and heightened sensitivity in intimate areas. While these changes are natural, they also mean that behaviors once seen as entirely innocuous can lead to physical discomfort, irritation, or even inflammation. For instance, frequent or rough stimulation, which may have had no noticeable effects in earlier years, can leave older adults dealing with soreness or lasting irritation. This discomfort can become a source of frustration, particularly when compounded by the body's slower recovery processes. Over time, such issues may even discourage individuals from exploring healthy expressions of their sexuality altogether. Emotionally, the reasons behind excessive masturbation often speak to deeper, unaddressed issues. Loneliness is one of the most pervasive challenges in old age. For some, masturbation may become a way to fill the void of isolation, providing fleeting moments of pleasure that briefly mask feelings of being disconnected or unseen. However, the relief it offers is temporary, and when the underlying loneliness or emotional pain remains unaddressed, the cycle often continues. This behavior can morph into a compulsion, something repeated not out of desire but out of habit, leaving behind a trail of guilt and regret. The emotional toll of such a cycle can be heavy, leading to anxiety, shame, and even a diminished sense of self-worth. Moreover, the habitual reliance on masturbation as an emotional escape can hinder the ability to build or maintain meaningful relationships. Physical intimacy with others, whether it's a partner, a friend, or a companion, requires vulnerability and trust. When masturbation becomes a primary outlet, it can reduce the motivation to seek connection, creating an invisible wall between oneself and others. This withdrawal from relational intimacy can, ironically, deepen feelings of isolation, further perpetuating the very loneliness one was attempting to alleviate. It's a cruel paradox, an act that initially brings comfort but, when overused or misused, contributes to a growing sense of disconnection from both self and others. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. From a personal perspective, I find this topic deeply human and profoundly relatable. As we age, our needs for connection, comfort, and emotional validation often grow stronger, not weaker. Yet, these needs can feel harder to express or fulfill. Masturbation, when approached mindfully, can be a beautiful and affirming way to connect with one's own body. It can serve as a tool for self-care, relaxation, and even self-discovery. However, it's crucial to understand the line between mindful practice and harmful compulsion. When the act shifts from being a source of joy to a crutch for unresolved emotions, it's time to pause and reflect. What can we do to address these deeper emotional needs? The first step is acknowledging them without judgment. It's natural to feel lonely, especially as relationships evolve and social circles shrink with age. But loneliness is not insurmountable. Seeking meaningful ways to connect, whether through community groups, volunteering, or rekindling old friendships, can help redirect the energy spent on self-soothing behaviors like excessive masturbation into building bonds that enrich life. Additionally, exploring creative outlets, hobbies, or even mindfulness practices can provide emotional fulfillment that goes beyond temporary relief. Another aspect to consider is open communication. For those in relationships, talking about physical and emotional needs with a partner can open doors to intimacy that feels more fulfilling than solo practices. For those living alone, therapy or support groups can provide a safe space to share feelings and learn healthy coping mechanisms. These steps not only help address the emotional void, but also create a stronger foundation for self-esteem and personal growth. Ultimately, life in our later years is about cultivating balance, self-respect, and connection. Excessive masturbation, like any behavior that becomes compulsive, can tip the scales in ways that are harmful both to the body and to the spirit. By addressing the underlying emotional drivers, seeking meaningful connections, and practicing mindfulness, we can transform these moments of self-reflection into opportunities for growth and healing. In the end, our aging years are an invitation to deepen our relationship with ourselves and the world around us. They remind us to honor our bodies with care, approach our emotions with compassion, and seek connections that fill us with purpose and joy. Masturbation, when approached with awareness, can still be part of that journey. But it should never take the place of the richness and depth that life has to offer when lived fully and authentically. As we wrap up this discussion, take a moment to reflect on everything we've covered today. Aging is a journey filled with lessons about balance, self-care, and meaningful connections. Whether it's about understanding our physical changes, addressing emotional needs, or building stronger relationships, there's so much wisdom to embrace in our later years. Now, I want to hear from you. What have you learned from this video? Is there one piece of advice or insight that resonates with you and that you're ready to put into practice in your own life? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to read them. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please take a moment to leave a comment, like the video, share it with others who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us create more valuable content to share with you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay happy, and take care of yourself.